Older fans of the channel will remember that in 2020 I was a bit of a Callum Ilott fan. I thoroughly enjoyed the 2020 F2 season, and despite the fact that Ilott didn't win, I was content with the result. I made a video on Callum Ilott almost a year ago questioning whether or not he'll get an Alfa Romeo seat for the 2022 F1 season, but like most Formula 1 juniors, he was completely forgotten about and tossed into a general waste bin with a piece of Frederic Vasseur's chewed up gum. This brings us to now, where Ilott has secured an Indycar drive for the 2022 season, driving for Hollinger Racing. The Brit has considered this a gap year because... No, wait, sorry, I wrote this script quite a while ago and this is not the case anymore. He wants a long career in IndyCar. Sorry about that one. However, I personally believe that... Oh no, wait, look, I said that I believe that we'll see Ilott in IndyCar for the foreseeable future. I've called that there. Sorry, I wrote the script quite a while ago. Sorry, this is a tangent. I don't normally do these in my videos. Back to whatever I was waffling about. Being a relatively new team within IndyCar, it is unlikely that Juncos will bring Ilott any incredible results. However, they can provide him the opportunity to gain some experience within the series. Therefore, today we're going to have a look at the question, how will Callum Ilott perform in the 2022 IndyCar season? I'm going to begin this as per usual by going over Ilott's career. If you're not used to this driver video format, this is what I always do. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoy. Ilott began his racing career very well, being considered one of the most successful karting drivers of his generation. He made his debut in 2008 and won his first race in 2011 in the Formula Kart Stars. At the age of 13, Callum made a name for himself, winning the WSK Masters Series, the WSK Final Cup, and finishing as runner-up in the WSK Euro Series and the CIK FIA World Cup. Why are these go-kart series names so confusing? Understandably, he was awarded the WSK Driver of the Year, becoming the youngest driver in history to win this. Basically, he was absolutely rapid in go-karts and would go on to win even more before his single-seater debut. Ilott made his single-seater debut in the Toyota Racing Series with E-Tech Motorsport, running a helmet with a Red Bull livery, despite not being an official member of the Red Bull Academy. This was all relatively confusing, but long story short, he was unofficially announced into the program. Good to see Red Bull caring about their junior drivers, eh? His results in this category weren't too impressive, finishing 16th in the championship with a highest result of 4th. In Taupo, he was the quickest in every single practice session, which is something noteworthy, I suppose. He was rapid in qualifying, however he struggled for race pace, a trend which would also plague him in 2020, ultimately costing him the F2 driver's title, but more on that later. Ilott moved to the European Formula 3 Championship in 2015, racing for Carlin at the age of 16. Despite being a rookie, his previous pace placed him as one of the title contenders before the start of the season. He'd tested F3 cars in order to receive experience before his debut. After this, he placed P6 in his first test and second in rainy conditions on the second day of that test. Regarding the season, however, Ilott didn't reach everyone's expectations, scoring just one podium at Nürburgring and 12th in the overall standings. But hey, predicting a rookie to win the championship is slightly harsh. Besides, he beat, Nikita Mazepin. For the 2016 season, Ilott switched to Van Amstervoort Racing, partnering Pedro Piquet, Harrison Newey and Antoine Hubert. Ilott took his first win at the first round in France. This was a fantastic start for the youngster, fulfilling the expectations that were cast upon him before the previous season. However, he would only win one more race at the Red Bull Ring and came P6 in the Drivers' Championship. Callum would then move to Prema for the 2017 season, a team which is notorious for winning within junior formula. Despite only improving to 4th in the driver standings, Ilott won 6 races and scored 6 podiums, helping Prema secure the team's championship title for the 5th season in a row. This was enough to be inducted into the Ferrari Academy. Ilott would then move to the GP3 series with ART for the 2018 season, which was positive progress up the F1 ladder. He scored 2 wins and 7 podiums, and finished 3rd in the Drivers' Championship behind his teammates Antoine Hubert and... In 2019, Callum Ilott signed for the Sauber Junior team, aka Charouz, in Formula 2, alongside Juan Manuel Correa. He performed well in his rookie season, picking up 11th in the overall standings. He scored 2 podiums at Catalunya and Sochi and picked up his first pole position at Monza. Ironically, this was enough to outscore fellow Ferrari Academy driver Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. But hey, if you have a big name or heaps of cash, F1 will inevitably pick you over someone who outperformed you. Ilott completed his first F1 test at the Circuit de Barcelona. I've just mixed Barcelona and Catalunya. Driving the 2019 Alfa Romeo at mid-season testing. He completed 41 laps before he unfortunately crashed at turn 3. However, he did well regardless. For the 2020 season, Ilott joined Uni Virtuosi alongside Guan Yu Zhou. Callum won his first Formula 2 race at the season opener in Austria, kickstarting a relatively successful campaign where he would win 3 races, score 6 podiums and pick up 5 poles. This was only enough for second in the championship, since consistency proved to be a big problem for the British driver, with numerous unforced errors costing heaps of points. Before the season finale, Ilott announced that he would not race in F2 or F1 in 2021, basically confirming to the public that Mazepin had an F1 drive. Ilott reunited with his former team Charouz for one last time in the post-season test at Abu Dhabi, almost as if to wave goodbye to the series and the team that brought him into it. Ilott was supposed to make his F1 debut during practice at Imola, driving for Haas. However, the session was unfortunately cancelled due to large amounts of rain. In the latter stages of 2020, it was announced that Ilott would fulfill the role of Ferrari test driver for the 2021 season. Well, one of them. In April 2021, he was also appointed Alfa Romeo's second reserve driver, sharing the role with Robert Kubica. I'm sorry, but the minute you're appointed the role of second reserve driver in a team that could barely score points, you know that the F1 dream is more or less dead. Ilott appeared just twice for the team, in practice sessions at the Portuguese Grand Prix and the Austrian Grand Prix. The only available alternative for Ilott during the 2021 season was sports car racing. In February of 2021, Ilott signed with Italian outfit Iron Lynx to compete in the GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup, driving the Ferrari 488 GT3 alongside Antonio Fuoco and Davide Rigon. He achieved a podium in his first outing, finishing 3rd in the GTE amateur class and 27th overall. Callum also attended the first round of the 2021 Intercontinental GT Challenge, driving again for Iron Lynx. His race ended prematurely, however, since he was involved in a 4-car accident on lap 10. Honestly, his career was in a bit of turmoil at this point, lacking a full-time drive in any series and being incredibly unsure as to where the future would take him. Fortunately for the Brit, there was hope not far around the corner. Ilott moved across the pond to America for the last 3 races of the 2021 Indycar series, racing with Juncos. He made his debut at Portland, where he finished 25th, only completing 77 laps due to a mechanical failure. This was unlucky for Ilott, however, his pace hadn't been incredible. He was only really gathering some experience. At Laguna Seca, he crashed during the warm-up session, which really wasn't great, obviously. He went on to finish 22nd, 1 lap behind the lead pack. At Long Beach, Ilott qualified 18th. However, after completing 47 of the 85 laps, he was forced to retire with another mechanical issue, finishing 26th. What we must bear in mind is that Juncos were still incredibly new and were still trying to figure out the sport themselves. However, they did manage to knock Fernando Alonso out of the Indy 500 qualifying, which I made a video on not long ago. The mix between a near sponsorless car and a rookie isn't a desirable combination. However, if we give Ilott time, we could see his 2020 form return. On the 24th of September 2021, it was officially announced that he would remain with Juncos Hollinger Racing and race full-time for the team in 2022, being the only driver since the team couldn't afford to run 2 cars. Heck, they're damn near sponsorless. The team simply can't provide the same facilities that the giants such as Andretti do for Ilott, so I'm not expecting any fantastic performances. However, if he can drag that car up the grid even a little bit, it could be considered a successful season for the Brit. It would be very unfair to compare him to fellow rookie and F2 rival Christian Lundgaard, since the Dane has signed for Rahal Letterman Lanigan, which, for those of you who don't know, are a bigger team within the series. So, to summarise my thoughts, my expectations for Ilott next season are not overly high. I'm hoping to see his performances slowly improve throughout the year as he and the team gain more experience. Perhaps we could see some top 10s, however I personally believe that we won't see him get close to the other rookies on the grid. Anyway, they were just my opinions, please leave yours in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you do so, I will see you all in the next video. But until then, take care and thank you very much for watching.